Workforce management is effectively an add-in to HCM. It extends the functionality so that it allows an organisation to take a look at its employees, its workforce, its resources, whatever you want to call them, and manage their expectations and their working delivery against what the organisation needs them to do. It extends the functionality of HCM in an area where it's trying to match delivery of service or delivery of people against the workload that the business needs to deliver. The process has to be, from an organisation point of view, look at what you can forecast. Can you forecast your demand for work in an effective way, which is measurable and which is relatively secure and safe? And also, do you have employees who are flexible, who could potentially be scheduled to work to meet that demand for work? The first thing we'll do is say, okay, can we map out your processes, the business volume indicators, whatever it is that drives the flow of business into your organisation, and can you tell us how you would make a link between that and how much work you would want your employees to do? You know, how many people you need, where you need them, what skills they need. You can have what we call operational benefits. Benefits which mean that because we are able to say we know exactly when we need people, we know how many people we need, we know what skills they need to have, then you're obviously going to be more efficient than if you just say, well, let's just get 10 people in and hope it's the right number. And that's going to drive your costs, it's going to drive your customer services, it's going to make, it's going to have an impact operationally. It also means that operationally, you're going to know how you schedule. If everybody on every store in your estate is using the same process to work out when they need people and what they need to be doing, then the benefit you have is that when store manager A goes on holiday and store manager B steps in just to run his store for a couple of weeks, he's using the same process, he's got the same information, he can do that scheduling as efficiently. So that's the operational type of benefit. The other type of benefit you will see is with employee flexibility. You'll see employees who can be brought into the workplace because they have the right talents and they're able to be part of the process because they can say, these are the hours I'm able to work, these are the hours that I can't work, here's my preference for the hours. And therefore you're able to extend your pool of talent to include people who would under normal circumstances be difficult to manage. Without a process in place to manage these people, if it's an intensively manual process, then it's very costly to try and work out a rota which allows person A to only work Monday, Wednesdays and Thursdays between 9 and 12, but on Saturdays and Sundays they can do between 11 and 7, and on Sunday, if it's not a bank holiday, all those sort of malarkey that goes on with it. If that's put into a system and automated, you can handle it. It's not a problem. So you can keep these people as part of your talent pool. And these days it's quite a key benefit. So that's operational, and that's employee flexibility. Third area to look at is in the area of compliance with legislation. A lot of tasks now have a legal aspect. People have to be qualified to do them, either with a proper certification, or they need to have passed a test, or they need to be on record as being able to do such a thing. And for those people, again, because we can link people's qualifications or people's skills with the tasks that they're being scheduled to do, we can make sure that that is caught up. We can also cover off compliance with terms of people's contractual requirements. So if they've got to work so many hours per week, or there's a minimum number of hours a week they're contractually required to do, or a maximum hours per week that they can do, all those things are captured environmentally, and therefore you're automatically compliant. The fourth area you can look at for these sort of benefits is around the ability to have better decision making. Because you've got better information on what you've done, how you're doing it, you can drill down, you can look at historical information. So those four areas are the ones which a company can look to get benefit from within this by using WFM.